Hi, I'm Betsy. So you've made your app in Bitrig and now you want to share it with your friends. There's two ways to do that. I'm here to walk you through both of them. I've been working on this app for a friend of mine who's going through a breakup. I want to make her feel loved and also make her laugh. So I can just choose what level of neediness I'm feeling, and Apple Foundation models will generate some nice, loving sentiments. If I'm feeling a little bit more unhinged or just a little needier, I can have Apple Foundation models generate something that's a little more over the top. Okay, so it seems like it's ready to send to my friend. There are two ways to do this. The first is really easy. Your friend will have to have Bitrig installed, so ask them to install it, and then you just go to the menu, you choose the share icon, which we sometimes call the share row, and then choose how you'd like to send it to your friend, whether it's text, email, or just copying a link and giving it to them however else you want. It's really easy to get this in your friend's hands. Now, this is a little bit of a lower lift. So if you're just looking for some quick feedback, or maybe you just have a kind of gimmicky app like this, great option. If you're looking for something a little bit more sophisticated, that's when we use TestFlight. Now, I've already created a video walking you through how to get to TestFlight, so I'll put the link in the comments so you can go ahead and reference that. But once you're there, not only can you yourself use the app, but you can invite your friends. Let's walk through that flow. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for this brief interlude. What is TestFlight? TestFlight is the platform that Apple gives developers to beta test their apps. You send your app to TestFlight, and then it's available for your friends and families and colleagues to download and give a try. The app TestFlight is just available in the App Store, so you have your friends download that, and then they'll be able to see your app right there in TestFlight and give it a try. Now, getting to TestFlight's actually kind of tricky. It takes a lot of steps and you really have to know what you're doing. And so Bitrig does that for you. You don't need Xcode, you don't need any technical knowledge, you just press a few buttons. Deploying to TestFlight with Bitrig is a pro subscription perk. So if you're on the fence, it's a great reason to upgrade. Okay, let's get back to it. I just hopped over to App Store Connect. I was cheating a little bit because I did already have it open. But if you don't, it's just appstoreconnect.apple.com. If you don't see a page that looks like this, it's really easy to get here. You just go up to that hamburger menu in the upper left, choose apps, and here we are. We're actually going to start somewhere else in the app today, though. We're going to go over to the hamburger menu and choose users and access. Here is where I'm going to add an internal tester. That means whomever I add will have access to all the builds I deploy automatically. It's really easy, and you can have up to 100 people as part of your internal testers. We're just going to tap this plus button, and I will be Betsy Tester today. And you enter in any Apple ID. And then you choose a role. I'm going to give myself the developer role. That will ensure that I have access to all the builds. Not all of the roles allow access to those TestFlight builds, and so the developer role is really safe. Okay, let's hit next. I have to choose which one of these apps that I've been working on I want to give access to this person. Now, App Store Connect isn't super great on iPhone. You can kind of see there's little half check marks over there on the left. It's probably because I have my dynamic text turned up because I'm getting old. But, it's not great. We can still work with it. I'm just going to go ahead and unselect all of these kind of other apps I was working on because I'm really focused on this Affirmageddon silly little app. And now I'm just going to select invite. Okay, my invitation has been sent. Now, whoever you send the invitation to has to go and accept it before you can do anything else. So let's just, record screech, go and get that accepted. Okay, we're just going to fast forward. The person that you want to give access to your builds has gotten that email and they hit accept. If that email wasn't tied to an Apple ID, they were prompted to create one. It's really quick and easy, and it's free. And so now it's time to give them access to the builds. We're going to go back to this familiar place in App Store Connect, this apps page. And again, if you're not there, you just go to the hamburger menu and choose apps. Now we're going to tap into the app we're working on, that Affirmageddon. And from here, we're choosing TestFlight. In the TestFlight portion of App Store Connect, you can do a lot of stuff, but we're going to focus on just one thing, and that's sharing your build. So we're going to go to the last build that I published, which is that version 5. I'll tap into it, and I'm going to scroll down. Now, you can do a bunch of different similar things, and sometimes in multiple ways, but this is the happy path that we're going to focus on. We're tapping on that internal testing link. It's small, and it's kind of out of the way. But if you tap on that, you'll see you, most likely, but then you also have the option to scroll up to add testers. And there I am. And I can hit add. And now Betsy Tester has access to the builds. That email address will receive an invitation to view the app in TestFlight, where they can download it and give it a whirl. Well, this is a lot of fun, as always. Thank you so much for watching. We would absolutely love to see your apps. You can send us a link to them on social media. We are at Bitrig app. If you're looking for a little bit more in-depth feedback, we would love to be added to your test flights as well. Just drop us an email at contact@bitrig.app and we'll let you know how to get that link to us. Thanks again. We'll see you later.